Hello, Mike Rondo here. Welcome to my channel on a frigid Saturday afternoon in Rhode Island. Hope you are all well. Hope you're all warmed and cozy and comfortable. And I'm fairly good, to be honest. I got this heater got started up. I came out to warm up the shed, and I turned this on, and it struggled to get any hot air blowing or anything. That's how cold it was. I came out, it was 17 degrees. It's at 36 now. I'm hoping to get it at 40 or 42. It usually goes 25 degrees more. Especially I got Mr. Buddy cranking here. It's going crazy. Also, this is the remote I use usually to hit the camera to press record and everything. And it's too cold for even this to work. So that's not working right now. So today's video is going to be a little bit longer than normal, probably because I haven't done a video since earlier in the week. And that video, I just want to update because I had a few comments about the bamboo pipe with the filter that was inside, which was this one. I don't know if that's lined up. There you go. As you can see here. And people said, well, it's a balsa filter from 7Ellie. Which it may be, because I do have those, as you can see here. I have that. Now, and of course, this is what this looks like after I had a smoke, right here. Hold on. Let me get this, sometimes this camera, it's so cold, I don't know if it's going to pick up on anything. But anyway, here we go. Let's try that. So, nope, even that's not working. But anyway, so I open it up to see what it's like. Now, this feels hotter than this, and I believe bamboo is a bit harder than whatever they use for the filter here, the balsa filters, which aren't bad. They're not great. Is it better than whatever this is? Yes. I mean, look at it. It's got the grooves and everything, and it's not too bad. It's not the filter that I prefer, but it's not too bad. And hopefully you can hear me. I tucked my strings in because I didn't want it to interfere with my microphone and everything. So I don't know if I'm shouting too loud. It looks like I'm shouting too loud. But anyway. So I just wanted to give a quick comparison. It could be a balsa, just sawed in to look like this, like they stripped it down to look like this triangle thing to fit in the into the pipe there. Hard to say. I don't know. It didn't do much of anything. So, but anyway, that's just a quick comparison. So anyway, some housekeeping, as my friend Lester says over at Redcoats Returns. Virginia cream is the choice or the poison for today. And today, we are smoking a new pipe. Another new pipe. Look at this. This is a beautiful pipe. This is a Rossi pipe here. Look at that wood. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. This is an Arthur pipe. Is it Noti? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. You know me with pronunciations. There's the logo. So this is the smaller Arthur pipe. And I got the smaller one, just to try it out, see if I like it, how it compares to my, my 7Ellie 320, my favorite, the unfinished version. But, I mean, look at this. Look how gorgeous that wood is. So I'm probably going to buy the larger version of this pipe. And I started smoking already with this, and I can tell you right now, it smokes really, really good. Of course, it's not filtered. Let me tamp this with my new tamper, Sherlock Holmes, from the Pipe Nook. So it's unfiltered, and I'm smoking Virginia cream, and I decided to take it slower. Whenever I do the Virginias, and I kind of learned this from all of you when you're commenting on me and talking about the Virginias, you can get more tongue bite, it appears, with the Virginias because of the sugars. I think Renaissance Piper pointed that out with me. So I'm taking my time with it. And you know what? It's a Saturday. You should take your time with your pipe. Typically, though, when I do these reviews, I'm puffing like a dragon way too much because I don't want the videos to be too long, but sometimes that happens, right? So, but anyway, so yes, I got this tamper. I don't know if Redcoats got this from the Pipe Nook or somewhere else. I'm not sure. But he had one, and I saw it, and then what do you know? I go to the Pipe Nook just to browse. I was in a buying mood, as I said last weekend, and I came across. I'm like, well, I have to have this. I can't not have it. Yeah, I guess it's reasonably priced. It's pewter. You know, I don't have a fancy decorative tamper. Usually, I use these nail things, or I use my first one, which is. It came with a little cover on this, but it's just this little thing here. My camera is all, there we go. So it's just this little thing here. I actually use this for my cigars to poke a hole in the end to make it the drawer even better. So that's what I got from them. But this pipe is just, it's a beautiful pipe. I love this thing. And I just started smoking with it, but it's awesome. But anyway, what else do I got? I'm currently reading The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. I think I said that right. Mostly because the other day when I was browsing and shopping online, I came across this. This is a book I wanted for a while. And I was in a funk a couple of weeks ago, as I said to you guys, and I've gotten better. As the week's gone on. I've gotten better, but I think part of the problem is, especially in the winter months, I haven't been reading anything on philosophy, Stoicism, or anything like that. I've been indulging in a Jack the Ripper book, which I'll talk about at some point, which is a great book. It's kind of a, well, I'll get into it another day. So I've been reading that, kind of prepping for doing the podcast and stuff, and I just got into a little, the winter blues, sad, seasonal affective disorder, all those things. So I was kind of in a funk, but I haven't been reading it. Now, normally I don't do like those motivational type things. I like to read on things, but I came across this and I had to get it because it's Stoicism, and, it's like a quote a day, basically. And the one that jumped out at me was this one for the 30th, January 30th. It basically talks about you don't have to stay on top of everything. And I'm not going to ruin it for you. I won't give, well, maybe I'll do the quote. If you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters. Excuse me. See, I always fumble that word, especially when it's cold. Don't wish to seem knowledgeable. And if some regard you as important, distrust yourself. And basically, Ryan and Stephen go on to say, you don't have to have an opinion about everything. And this is important. And this kind of, you don't have to watch the news. You don't have to give time to the news and the latest drama that's going on around with the news and the world and everything, because it distracts from you finding your inner peace and being a better person yourself, which is what's important to me. So I don't really watch the news all that much, but I noticed this like in the Star Wars community a lot. I've seen it a lot, and I don't engage in anything that goes on with the Star Wars community's drama. I always sit back. I used to get the popcorn and watch the drama unfold and the craziness, but I don't even get into that anymore. And you see people kind of forcing other people to give an opinion about something. And I know that a lot of people were giving opinions over the summer with the riots and the reason for the riots, and I didn't really have one. What I ended up doing is just self-reflecting on myself and trying to be a better person myself and kind of comprehending all of the things that happened and getting the facts and kind of going from there. But I wasn't in a rush to make an opinion about anything. I'm still not. I don't have opinions about a lot of things. Some things I just don't care about. It doesn't involve my life. It doesn't, it doesn't mean anything to me. Sure, it means something to somebody else, but to me, on my daily, I don't care sometimes. But anyway, so I thought that was a pretty cool quote. I just wanted to mention that and just point that out that, you don't have to have an opinion about everything. And I think people are getting forced into having opinions about things that they really don't have an opinion about. Like, they feel like they have the pressure to choose a side. You don't need to do that. I certainly don't. I usually take a step back and try to, I guess, not meditate on it, but reflect on it and figure out, okay, what does all this mean, kind of thing. Instead of just jumping in and giving an opinion to go with the crowd and be one of the crowd. Yeah, look at me. I look great on social media. In real life, I'm kind of a piece of shit. That type of thing. I take it as a cue to kind of self-reflect, look internally, and kind of improve on that, which has a ripple effect all around you and society as a whole gets better. If you look inside yourself, get better, you know, it continues or whatever. And other people, same thing. If we all did that, it might be a better thing. But in any case, I thought it was great because I don't watch the news at all. When it comes on, if I'm flipping through, I just whiz right by it. I don't even watch. I used to watch it for a while for the weather. We got a storm coming up on Monday night, Tuesday, or Monday afternoon into Tuesday, a snowstorm. I'll just go to my phone and just look at it that way. I don't need it. You don't need the weather people. You just look at the radar. You look at the 5-day, 7-day, or whatever. And you kind of gauge where you need to be. You don't need to even delve into that because everything's fear. We're all going to die every day type of thing. It's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. So I'm back on track with kind of meditating or studying and trying to improve myself again. So I feel a little bit better. I certainly recommend this pipe. It's reasonably priced, $65. And at the Pipe Nook, I'll leave a link. It's good. And I'm not big on non-filtered pipes. I prefer filtered pipes, but this isn't bad. I think that's probably why I went with the smaller pipe, to be honest, not the bigger pipe, because the bigger pipe isn't filtered either. I might replace the bit here with a, you know, I think you have inserts where you can put that in there, so I don't know. Maybe one of you guys will tell me. But the other thing, I'll just mention briefly, I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible, is my shed shoes that I got. Now, this is going out to Lester, Redcoats Returns, who's in a situation like me with, you know, being in the shed, smoking your lovely pipes and tobaccos, and I think it's important to have the right shoes. Now, I have what I call man slippers. They're really Skechers slip-on shoes. They're kind of sneakerish, and I use them for work a few times. They're comfortable, and I use them around the house and everything, but they don't last long. They're not made for coming out to the shed in the middle of winter, especially when you got a couple inches of snow, the ground's frozen, it's cold in here. So I ended up buying, and I'm going to take these off real quick, these Merrell slip-on hiking shoes. And the reason I'm not going to get into it too much. The main reason, because I'm going to do a review on these for us shedders, and being the leader of the shed squadron, as Lester says, I'm going to do a review on it because I think it's important. And at some point, I'm going to do a video on the stuff I have in the shed and how I use it and why I use it and all that other stuff, because I want to pass on what I've learned, and I hopefully all of you fellow shedders, as Lester calls us, part of the shed squadron, the YTP shed squadron, hopefully all of you share your knowledge too. Like, this is working for me, it keeps me warm, or when I got to trek out to the shed in the mud and the rain and this stuff. So I'm going to do some of those things and talk about it. Like even this, I was surprised this took a while to warm up, to even blow out hot air. So I want to talk about that at some point, and, you know, the Mr. Buddy heater and why I use that and stuff, because that's really the workhorse on getting this temperature up here. This is great in the fall and the spring. I'll only need this. I won't need that. But, you know, cold day like today, look, we're up to 37, so that's not too bad. So that's pretty much it for the video. The other thing I wanted to mention about this pipe and all the pipes that I've bought recently, and I'm probably going to buy more pipes, and I told myself at the beginning of the year I wasn't going to go pipe crazy, but now I'm leaning more towards getting more pipes and less tobacco now, because I got a bunch of tobacco I want to smoke through and kind of re-review some of them. So, you know, even in my notes, I put in what kind of pipe I was smoking, filtered, non-filtered. I'm getting a little more detailed than I probably should. So, the thing I noticed is, and I said it the other day with tobacco, there's really no bad tobacco. We live in an age where they blend so many amazing things. I feel the same way with pipes. Like, you can't go wrong with any pipe, really. I can't see there being any type of pipe that's like a bad smoker. I think others are a little better than others. Like my Savinelli 320 unfinished is my all-time favorite. I think it's the best smoker I've had. But This is really good too. This is up there too. There's no complaints at all. Tobacco's a little different. Like Cumberland from GL Peace is not good to me. Although I'm going to try it again. Try to work on getting that to be good. Use some methods Lester recommended, and Renaissance Piper as well. I guess the only time you would see a bad pipe is when it's a customized pipe, maybe, or you made one yourself. Again, that falls under the customized category. Or you got one that's fancy decorated and made more for show than smoking. But overall, the workhorse pipes like these and all those other ones, I don't think you can find a bad pipe these days. So, but anyway, let's try and see if this works, that I can close out the show and just hit this button. I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to have to reach for the camera here. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are all well. Hopefully you're bundled up and, you know, if my fellow Rhode Islanders and New Englanders hunkered down for the storm. And I'll probably do another video tomorrow. Why the hell not? But anyway, I might do a review tomorrow, so look for that. Lastly, this pipe's worth it. It's a good pipe. I recommend it. Go to Eddie Gray, the Pipe Nook, and get yourself a pipe. And that did not work. So, see, I got to reach for it.